Oh, yeah. How y'all doing today? How y'all doing today? They done made a mistake. They made a mistake. They let the heat up, baby. We are back. They let the FIU Panthers get one. And there's one thing you don't do in this world, and it's let the FIU Panthers get hot. The heat is here. Feels good to get the first win under my tenure. These players stepped up today. Some of them, not all. We'll get to that. But the heat is on, baby. The heat is on, and the FIU Panthers got to win. Let's get some questions going. Joe, welcome back. Welcome back, Joe. How does it feel to get the first one? You know what, Joe? It feels great. It feels great to get the first one. I knew it was coming. I had faith in these guys. Just go back and look. I had a ton of faith in these guys. Truthfully, I'm at a loss of words. This means everything to me. This means everything to me. Shout out to all these players. Shout out to all of them. It feels good. It really does. Chris, hey Chris, I think we missed you last week. Not sure. Welcome back. How do I celebrate? How do I celebrate my first win? You know what, Chris? Celebrate right here. Got me a nice bag of Cheez-Its. I'm gonna eat me some Cheez-Its. I'm gonna go home, crack me open a cold Miller Lite, and we're gonna have a party. Might order me some Domino's, Chris. What's the pizza order? Yeah. I go with the garlic parm sauce on a homemade pan pizza. Gotta get the stuffed cheesy bread with the pepperonis if you're feeling frisky. Yeah, you hear me, Chris. Who's next? Jane. Hey, Jane. Nice to see your beautiful face, Jane. No, don't you flirt with me like that, Jane. Oh, my wife watches these. Yeah, Jane, that's right. What was your question? Yeah, what do I contribute this win to? I think the quarterback position. We finally made the change, Jane, at quarterback. We put Jaden Peary in, and he will be our quarterback for the foreseeable future. I know he was talking about entering the transfer portal, but hopefully this changes his mind because we need somebody with his talent on the field, right? One's out there. I don't know his name. You see, here's my thing. I don't learn my players' names until I need to. And when you're not good like one and you have no talent and there's nothing between your ears, I don't need to learn your name. So one will be our backup going forward. Peary will be our starter. He comes in, goes 12 for 12, 187 yards and a touchdown. Jane, I mean, you literally cannot do more than that. This man is Mr. Perfect. You know what I mean? He's out here slicing and dicing. He's making the right plays. I attribute that to him. Also, last week, 2 got run through like a cheap hooker. This week, Brian Blades Jr., we learned his name because he made plays. Brian Blades Jr. comes out this week, gets 2 picks, turns his whole game around. Praise be to his father for giving him some kind of talent. Not everybody on this team has an ounce of it, but he's got some. So yeah, Jade, I attribute this to the quarterback position, the better play at the quarterback position. Defense all around stepped up in the second half, huge. But Brian Blades in particular, yeah, that's the one. I got you my Cheez-Its. Jack, I don't think I've ever met you, Jack. Hi, the Heat. Nice to meet you. Where do we go from here, and how do we continue to get some wins under our belt? Well, look, there's no sugarcoating it. We got a big SEC matchup next week against Texas A&M. A little bit of a weird vibe from that fan base down there, to be honest with you. I'm kind of terrified to play them. I will have extra security on hand. It's a little sketchy down there in College Station. We'll worry about that when we get there. But yeah, we got a big SEC matchup next week. How do we continue to get these wins? Look, I've been saying for 2 weeks, Keon Owens. I don't know how to say his first name. I apologize. We're going to call him KO5. KO5 is amazing. He's the best player on our field, week in, week out, and I kept saying if we could continue to give him the ball throughout the game, we could win games. We got behind early. Defense got us back in. We were able to keep the KO show going, and he kept us alive. 23 carries, 95 yards, 2 TDs. We like to see that. We like to see that from KO5. That's the best running back in the country, if you ask me. How do we keep these wins going? Look, we got Peary's going to keep starting for us. I expect him to show his talent week in, week out, keep us in these games. That way we can keep feeding KO. Also, I want to give a shout out to the new playbook, new offense we ran today. Beautiful plays, multiple positions, multiple formations, great plays in and out, a lot of diversity. We kept the game in check, and we put together drives when it mattered, Jack. Yeah, that's all I got time for today, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate y'all for coming. I hope we have some more of these. We got Cheez-Its for everybody. We got some Miller Lights, too, if y'all want some of those. Don't worry, we won't tell nobody. We got Cheez-Its for everybody. Thank y'all for coming. I'll see y'all next week. Pause up and God bless.